reminded to us about the necessity of having a balance in our lives about how we treat others, particularly if others have been very kind to us and have helped us in many different ways. What should we do in case those others come into some sort of debt to us? The parable is quite clear. The Lord asks us to forgive everybody, even those who may owe great debts to us. If they beg, forgive them, and do not punish them in any way. Do not lay hold of them. Do not take them to courts and to be sued or any such things. It's a pity that the whole world looks upon something like this in total reverse today. Totally in reverse. You don't have to look far past your own bank accounts to see how horrible these that demand the last payment are. Even for 1 cent, a bank will send you an account today. And if they somehow, you miss a payment for an hour or two, and it happens to fall on a particular time, they will charge you great amounts of money as punishment to you for not paying on time. Well, imagine these people that have set these systems into the world, establish them and live by them and make their money by this. Imagine what sort of things are awaiting them after their repose. For essentially legalizing such cruelty upon others, such cruelty, as if these institutions don't make enough already. Without a doubt, they are the richest, the most endowed institutions in the whole world, and are able to move whole nations just by the stroke of a pen. And yet, the smallest cent, the smallest amount is demanded by them from anybody who might owe them something. If you keep your money now in a bank, it costs you. When I was growing up at school, we were told that when you put your money in your bank, it grows and you are able to save to buy a home or a car or something like this. You put money in the bank today, it disappears. How strange is that? How things have been turned cleverly around. What sort of clever mind has devised such a system? What clever mind has managed to do that? And they once used to charge if you came into the bank. Today you don't even have to come into the bank, but because of all the electronics, but they still charge you some sort of fee. It won't be long before these things will be wiped out, once and for all. Wiped out. What will be put in their place, I don't know. But sooner or later, there has to be a state in the world where humankind will understand the gospel and the gospel ideal, and will put in a life form where people follow this, not by force, not by any sort of things like that, but because all these commandments that are given to us and all these examples that are given to us are based on love. You love somebody, you don't do those sorts of things. You don't have to write it into the law and have to make laws about it. Somebody might owe you something and you are not able to pay. Out of love, you forgive them with the hope that they too, if anything in their life occurs, that they too will forgive others. And thus, like the ripple that occurs when somebody throws a rock into the lake, it ripples through the whole of society, and whole of society benefits by these sorts of things. That's the sort of life that our Lord Jesus Christ came to give us. To make the 10 Commandments that were given in the Old Testament sensible in the spiritual realm, not as dogmatic, cast in stone type regulations, but something that is based on the human heart, which knows how to act even without being told. And those who indeed pray and those who strive to follow the commandments will see that their hearts do show the right path and show how to act before God, and through that receive a secret happiness that cannot be taken away. That's the sort of life that Orthodox Christians strive for in this world. That's the sort of life that I guess all people want, but few are willing to do that. Few are willing to change their ways, thinking that by changing their ways they're going to lose something. Instead of losing something, they gain a great deal, and in the end they gain the salvation of their souls. We are now fast approaching the feast of this period and the feast day of our chapel, Dormition of the Mother of God, which is on Thursday this week. In order for most of you to be able to come to the services, we will have liturgy late at night around about 7:30 on Wednesday evening. And I ask you all to announce that to the others that haven't been able to come today, to come on this miraculous day, which is the Pascha of the Mother of God, her falling asleep, her going into the heavenly realm, and being able to intercede for us on all those issues which we today face in the world. The most important feast for her Dormition. We'll have the shroud, and today after liturgy, the men can help to put the canopy in the middle in preparation for that. God help you and protect you in these days, that we may live to see this feast and many others like that, and to be able to serve them in truth and righteousness, and that the Mother of God may indeed come. Change our hearts for that which is good and righteous, and not which is full of greed and usury. Let us say with our whole soul, with our whole mind, that